Howdy, folks. I've been having a lovely day of practicing scripts for an animation. So I'm in my pajamas still, and it's 4:30. Life is good. But anyway, I've been working on a little exercise. I've been putting together an exercise, which I want to turn into a song soon, so I'm working it up, that I thought would be helpful for people to try out a little bit if they were interested in doing so for left-handed tapping. Yeah, it's a useful technique. It can be used in conjunction with a lot of different, like slap bass. It's good for all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'll get right to the exercise. First off, there's 3 things to pay attention to with this. With left-handed tapping, there are instances where you have to use your right hand to play a repeated note or something like that. So a good way to start this practice, this exercise, is just get the left hand and the right hand going in conjunction. So that's one thing you can do, and then for a third, like, yeah, I kind of did it there already. A third, a little more complicated thing is getting a 3 pattern going where you're holding the note first, then plucking with your right finger, then pulling off with your left, and then hammering down with your left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you can combine these in all kinds of interesting ways. You know, don't just do it with the first finger, do it with the second finger. Do it with your third finger, because that one's probably the weakest finger on your left hand if you're a normal, classically trained bassist, because we don't use our third finger very much. Get your pinky in there, because that's the weakest finger of all. And then, yeah, just try making a little song out of it. Here's mine, helped by a little bit of fuzz. So, it's a nice way to practice getting the hands working together and making sure that you've got pretty decent finger placement, because one problem with, like, one thing you gotta watch out for is if you're inaccurately hammering down those fingers, then you're gonna get a lot of buzz. Like if you're too far back from the fret, like too close to the underlying fret, yeah, you get a lot of buzz. So you got to practice getting it right up underneath that fret. That sweet spot right there. And if you get it right on top of the fret, you know, you get like that muted sound. That's bad for the right hand pits, because then you get the muted versus the slap down. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, but if you're looking for a consistent sound, you want to stay a little bit behind the fret. If you want to have that I shouldn't say inconsistency. If you want to have that flavor, then yeah, get right up on top of the fret. But yeah, and practice that on different strings. each of the strings poses a different problem. The G string, it's very close to the edge of the fingerboard where you're pulling off, so you got to minimize that pull, but maximize the sound so you don't, you know, pull off the edge of the fingerboard and clunk like that. Playing the A string, it's a little meatier than the D string, so and the further you get over this direction, it gets a little tricky. You gotta work on your hand placement. E string, of course, all the way over, and the meatiest string of all, so that can be a problem. So yeah, if you guys want, I'll put up the tabs for this. If you find this helpful, you know, leave a comment. Just say thanks, or you know, you don't have to say thanks. But if you have a comment, an idea, suggestion, whatever, you know, you want to add to it, make a video, respond with it, show us your chops. I mean, YouTube shouldn't just be about me, at least this channel, shouldn't just be about me sitting around going like, oh, I play bass, you know, you guys come on out too. So, yeah, check y'all later.